Hello, welcome to the video. In this video I'm on Pizza Client. The reason why I decided to use Pizza Client out of like any other client is that I recently hosted a Reddit poll on our slash Minecraft clients. I will link that in the description. And a lot of people, like the general consensus was that people liked watching lesser known clients and seeing if they were actually good. And usually I don't like to run lesser known clients and things like that. I'm very careful with what I'm running, as like I feel like having a YouTube channel makes me a little bit more of a target to people who want to rat people. But both Nook and Draggy have made videos with Peter, and I feel like it could be trusted, especially considering it's on Provided, which, according to the German people that I've spoken to about it, is basically the German internet store. Which it's also developed by one of the developers of Prestige Client, which is known. Okay, hello, so I'm back. As you saw in the previous game, it has some pretty good bypasses. As I will show you in a second, it has 4 different modes of speed, if I can find it at least. Well, for Watchdog at least, as 4. My personal favorite is the low hop. I'm in a scaffold over here. It unfortunately doesn't have a sprint scaffold, but that is kind of fine. It's this nice little, like, very, very low hop. And, you know, it crits out. Unfortunately, the client doesn't have criticals either, though, so, it's very nice to know that if you have this low hop thing on, it will basically just crit every time. It's essentially just a criticals module, but it's built into the speed. Anyway, I'm gonna skill the kill from that guy who snowballed him. Also, it looks like it kind of looks at the people like you're just running around as well. It doesn't look like you're jumping, which makes people run from you a lot less. But I'll just turn this back onto normal for now, as I don't know if that version of speed is sound flagging. It could be, but from what I've tested so far of the client, it does not. It doesn't have like a timer disable. It does bypass pretty well. The price is basically 10 euros for 1 month and 30 euros for lifetime, which is pretty expensive compared to like other clients, like basically every internet client and some other things. So I would definitely take that into account if you want to buy the client. It doesn't have criticals. There are probably better alternatives, like for example Rise. But in my opinion, if you already have most clients and you want something new to test, I would probably recommend Peter. It has a very nice GUI and bypasses pretty well. Okay, so now I'm actually going to show you the different styles of click GUI. This is my favorite one personally, the material style. But there's also Peter, which I personally don't like too much, but I guess if you like this, then go for it. There's iOS, which is kind of similar to the Peter one. It gives me kind of like macOS vibes, which is what they're going for, I'm assuming. Actually, there's also a dark theme for this, which actually this looks very clean. Then there's also panel, which is just a regular drop-down style. I'm probably just gonna go back to the first style that I was on, which is the material. But you know, if you want to go on a different, if you want to use a different one, Peter does have the options. It is pretty visually customizable too. You can change all the colors. After I kill this guy, I also want to show you. And the color picker is so advanced. Like, out of any client I've ever seen, this is the most advanced color picker. Basically, you can spin the triangle around for the color, and you can choose which like shade of the color you want. Ooh. Okay, so I just kind of fucked. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm assuming I just got kicked for some reason. I don't know what caused that kick. It might be because I was just spinning around the color picker a lot. Ooh, the scaffold is having some issues. I think that is a negative of Peter though. The scaffold is kind of flaggy if it's not just like a straight line. I'm just gonna make sure I can get to this guy, and let's fight. But in terms of visuals, I'd say this is pretty top tier. I wasn't really expecting when using a lesser known German client to have this nice visuals. Okay, so I also want to point out that Peter isn't just a Hypixel client. It's also got basically Verus, Matrix, which I'm assuming the Verus one is for old Blocks MC. Matrix, latest Verus, Ghostly, Artemis Movement, Zonecraft, and Vulcan. I haven't really tested these, but from what I've heard from other people, they do seem to be pretty good. So if you're into multi-server cheating and you want like a decent German client, then you know, pizza could be for you. The Shrift disable seems to work. I haven't done too much testing with pizza overall, but it does seem to be a good client. Okay, so I'm assuming the criticals are silent flagging, but I just want to see if they just drill people, even if they do, because this is probably going to be the last game that I play anyway, so if I get banned from here, this isn't like Pizza's fault, this is just me purposely making a config issue to see how they just overpowered it'll be. Either way, let's see. Oh wow, okay, I can definitely see the criticals doing some pretty good damage. I'm gonna also pop a reach input there. The speed, obviously, you know, it doesn't have a timer disabler, it's just pretty unfortunate. Usually, clients nowadays do usually have timer disablers, but, you know, I understand not having one. That was kind of weird. I'm assuming the auto block there, with the scaffold, made it place a block in my face. So that could be an issue that the client has, but overall it's not too big of a deal. Just turn off the aura whenever you scaffold, that's a good rule of thumb. And I ended up losing, unfortunately. Okay, so overall this is probably the last game. But overall, should you buy Pizza Client? I wouldn't directly tell you whether you should or shouldn't. I feel like you should use what you see in this video to determine whether you should buy it. There will be a download link, well not a download, but a link to purchase the client in the description if you do want to buy it. I definitely like it, but obviously, you know, I'd say we definitely buy Rise, Tenacity, things like that first. But other than that, it is a very solid client. Okay, I'm gonna go kill this guy now. I might also turn on the really overpowered speed that it has that I really like, the low hop. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. Movement, speed, low. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I really love this low hop for some reason. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so nice. Oh, it seems to be flagging a little bit though. They also have this really nice custom thing. I would assume this is flagging because the values are a little bit weird, like it's jumping very far. But overall, it seems to be working at least. I wouldn't doubt that I'm sound flagging though. Yeah, as you can see here, it's flagging. You could always just turn this down though if you really feel like it. Yeah, either way though, I'm probably gonna go on low hop and finish him off. Oh, or maybe I get finished off. Alright, GG's. Okay, so that was Pizza Client. If you want to buy Pizza Client, there is a link to buy it in the description. It's up to you whether you want to buy it. I would personally recommend it though. Either way though, thanks for watching the video, I hope you enjoy it, goodbye.